The customer portal is the part of iClass Pro that your customers will see and where they will create enrollments and make payments if you have a payment gateway configured. There are several sections in the setup area, with several options to consider about how the system will handle enrollments, charges, and payments. Let's look at each section individually. Policies. Under Settings, Policies, you will enter your rules, terms, and conditions, waiver, and billing authorization policies. The first time a visitor logs into their account through the customer portal, they will be required to agree to all three policies before they can continue. Website integration. Under Settings, Customer Portal, Website Integration, you will find 3 lines of HTML code that can be used to link your existing website to the customer portal. To ensure the security of personal and financial information, there is no direct API or other integration with the customer portal at this time. The lines of code will create buttons that link your visitors directly with certain pages on the customer portal. The first line of code will link them to your classes page. The second line will link them to the main login page. And the third line will link them to the page to create a new account. If you only want to link to one particular page, we generally recommend linking to the main login page, since there are links to the other 2 pages from there. If you do not wish to use the buttons that the code generates, you can use your own graphics or other means to link directly to your customer portal, using the URL specified within the second section of code. This link begins with HTTPS and ends with your account name. Below the line of code, you will find a button to Preview Parent Portal, which will launch the main login page in a new window. Marketing and Branding. Settings, Customer Portal, Marketing and Branding is where you will customize your customer portal, including the avatar, logo, color theme, and announcement text that your families will see when they visit the main login page. There are a number of options here. Default Parent Portal Header Image. As mentioned in the Location Settings lesson, your customer portal header graphic is actually uploaded to the Settings, Locations area. The default Parent Portal header image here is only used if you have multiple locations and serves as a placeholder until your customers select a specific location to view classes. Avatar Logo. The avatar logo is displayed beneath the menu on the left-hand side of the customer portal and is also used as the logo when generating student skill evaluation reports. Select a color theme. Use the color picker here or manually enter a hex color value to select a color theme for your customer portal to make it blend in as much as possible with your external website. This theme will affect the background color of all menus and buttons, including the buttons generated using the HTML code from the Website Integration section. Announcement text. This text will be displayed on the main landing page of your customer portal in the Home section, just above the fields where your visitors will enter their email address and password to log in. Google Analytics. If you have a Google Analytics key, you can enter it here so Google can record information about visits to your customer portal. General options. Settings, Customer Portal, General Options is where you will define what the customer portal will display to visitors and whether or not you will allow certain types of requests. We will look at each option individually. Allow visitors to create new accounts online. If this option is enabled, any visitor will be able to create a new family account through the customer portal. If you disable the option, they will have to contact you in order to establish an account, meaning that only families who have a current or past enrollment will be able to log in. Require new accounts to enter a CAPTCHA. CAPTCHA is a security feature that requires visitors to interact with the system in order to create an account. If you've ever filled out a form online that asked you to enter the text shown in a graphic to prove you're not a robot, that's a CAPTCHA. We generally recommend enabling this feature if you notice a large number of new accounts being created, especially if those accounts are not creating enrollments. Show camps and allow visitors to register for them. If you offer camps and want visitors to be able to enroll in those camps online, you will need to enable this option in order for the camps to show on your customer portal. Show parties and allow visitors to register for them. If you have the iParty Pro add-on and want visitors to be able to enroll in parties online, you will need to enable this option in order for the parties to show on your customer portal. Show class, camp, party list if not logged in. This option should be enabled if you want visitors to be able to browse your class, camp, or party lists without establishing an account. Otherwise, visitors will need to log in before they can view anything. Show full or open instead of number of openings. If this option is not enabled, the system will show the actual number of openings in a class in the openings box to the left of the class listing. If it is enabled, the system will only show full or open. Note that due to the possibility of different camp blocks having different numbers of openings, camps will always display full or open. Show class, camp levels. Enabling this option will show the class or camp level along with the other class or camp information. If you do not use levels, you can disable this option. Show tuition amounts. Enabling this option will show the tuition attached to the class along with the other class information. We generally recommend disabling this option if you bill hourly, since the hourly tuition rate is not what you will actually be charging for the class. The full calculated tuition will be shown once the family adds the class enrollment to their cart. Allow drop request. Enabling this option will allow visitors to request a drop for an existing enrollment and specify the drop date. This will be submitted as a request that a staff member must approve or deny. Disabling this option will not show the drop-down option when viewing existing enrollments. Allow transfer request. Enabling this option will allow visitors to request a transfer from an existing enrollment to a new class and specify the date they would like to begin the new class. This will be submitted as a request that a staff member must approve or deny. Disabling this option will not show the transfer option when viewing existing enrollments. If you choose a specific session or rolling session from this list, only classes attached to that session will display by default, and all openings will reflect openings in that particular session. If you have the session filter enabled, visitors will still be able to switch to viewing a different session if desired. And if more than one session is attached to a class, they will still be able to switch sessions on the enrollment screen to enroll in a different, current, or future session. Important note: if you have some classes that are session-based and some that are not, setting a default session means that non-session classes will not appear on your customer portal unless customers change the session filter to show no session at all. Sort classes, camps. Use this filter to choose whether to sort your class and camp listings by date-time or by name. Date-time means the classes will sort chronologically, so your Sunday classes would show first, from the earliest in the day to the latest, then Monday classes, and so on. Sorting by name means that they will be listed alphabetically by class or camp title. Default location. If you have more than one location set up in your account, you can set a location here if you want the system to automatically default to that location first. If you leave it blank, your visitors will see a generic landing screen with all locations listed. The system would use the default parent portal header image, defined under Settings, Customer Portal, Marketing and Branding, until a specific location is chosen.